In Pachinko Season 2, Episode 3, we start to see the deeper layers of the characters unfold, especially with Solomon's intricate plan that takes center stage. The show has always brilliantly balanced the time periods, making us feel the weight of history while drawing parallels to the present. The way the 1980s and 1920s are intertwined shows that despite the time gap, certain struggles remain constant, particularly in how families fight for survival and dignity across generations. By June 1945, there's a palpable sense of dread in the air, as we know the world is on the brink of a major turning point. Even though we're aware that Sunja and her family survive, the tension doesn't ease. Noah and Mosesu's interactions with Hansu in this episode create an interesting dynamic. Hansu, who is still somewhat of a mystery to them, steps in as a protector, and we see how his shadow looms large over the family. Meanwhile, in the 1980s timeline, Solomon is making bold moves that highlight his intelligence and ambition. At first glance, his conversation with Tom, his superior, appears to be a form of blackmail, especially when Solomon brings up a story from Tom's past. It's easy to think Solomon might be trying to leverage this information to his advantage. But Solomon is playing a much longer, more strategic game. He's not here to burn bridges, but to build alliances, carefully persuading Tom to work with him. The way Tom gets drawn into Solomon's plan reveals just how much Solomon has learned about navigating corporate power structures. His ability to convince Tom sets him up perfectly to get ahead of Abe and Shifley. It's a brilliant step forward in Solomon's larger plan to undermine them. On a more personal level, Solomon's relationship with Naomi takes an unexpected turn. After his intense meeting with Tom, Solomon finds time to connect with Naomi. What starts as a professional relationship seems to blossom into something deeper when Solomon invites her out. The setting of their date is significant too. Solomon brings Naomi to a modest roadside hawker, showing that he's trying to be sincere from the beginning. There's something refreshing about the simplicity of this moment, and it feels like Solomon is truly trying to build something honest with Naomi. Of course, given Naomi's career aspirations and her push for a promotion at the bank, Solomon needs to tread carefully. Any wrong step could complicate both his personal and professional life. Then we have Sunja's side of the story, which carries its own weight. Her return to the grocery store brings her face-to-face with a man who witnessed Solomon's bold stand against the racist shopkeeper earlier in the series. This man's admiration for Solomon sparks a conversation between him and Sunja. Their meeting in the park while he feeds birds feels like the beginning of something deeper, but it's too early to tell where this connection might lead. Through this encounter, Sunja reflects on the sacrifices she's made for her family. Her worries about whether Solomon is living the life she envisioned for him highlight her internal struggle. Sunja's journey has always been about securing a stable future for her family, but now she must come to terms with the idea that Solomon has to face his own battles to become the person he's meant to be. What are your thoughts on Solomon's complex plan and how it's unfolding? Do you think his relationship with Naomi will affect his larger goals? Let me know in the comments, and let's dive deeper into what's going on with these characters.